broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, yes, we have the good music.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, you're the best in the booth.
Breathe it in. It always goes down smoothly.
Take it in. Hey, guys, here we are at AfterBuzz doing another after show for Shark Tank. If you guys are watching, click that little YouTube subscribe button. If not, if you're listening, you can also go to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV. We'd love for you to subscribe, leave your comments, questions. You can also check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud. You can find us. We're everywhere. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know your comments, questions, good, bad, ugly. Let us know what you think. I am Stef Z. You guys can tweet me at IAMSTEFZ throughout the show. You guys can also use the hashtag ABTV Shark Tank, and we'll all respond to you. Tonight on the panel, I have the lovely
Phil Svitek.
Kevin Lewis. Oh, I cut you off. I'm so sorry.
Get it together, boys. Get it together.
I'm so sorry. Continue,
Oh my
Phil.
God! This pitch.
I forgot.
If we were pitching together, we would suck.
Yeah, they would
Hi,
say.
I'm Phil. I'm Kevin.
Yeah, that would be a little bit.
Go see. It's almost like an unfinished business. By the way, because it's funny because they're pitching something. And it's like, dude, don't say your last name. Hi, I'm Mike Pancake.
Oh my God. Anyway, where can the people tweet at you guys if they would like
The only camshaft.
That's it.
Yes, you guys can tweet Cameron at the only camshaft. Apparently, Phil, you can tweet here at AfterBuzz TV.
That's right.
If you want to talk to the captain, apparently, you can tweet him. All right, so let's get right into it. What do you guys think about Mr. David Owen coming back on the show? A little revisit.
I love it.
So knowledgeable.
I love it.
Biggest turnaround in Shark Tank history.
Yeah, because I remember this dude, and he was just like stumbling over his words, didn't know anything, and they were, I believe, somewhat gentle with them. I mean, they were very direct, and they totally blew him out that he didn't know what he was
they
talking
let him
about.
down
But
nicely.
they could be very rude sometimes, which is fine. It's what we expect in the tank. But I give this guy tremendous credit for going back, not getting discouraged, actually taking what the Sharks had to say, doing the research, and coming back with a different attitude and with more facts, knowledge, numbers.
That's why I love it, because you see a lot of people in the tank that go, screw you people. I'll figure it out. And some people do. But the vast majority of them don't take the tips and critique seriously. I think they have it figured out. But he clearly did. It's like, good for you, man. You definitely deserve a couple offers.
The biggest question: did he give up a total of 12% now that he's there twice? Because the show takes 6% royalty.
Wait,
well, no,
now,
but he
wait
didn't get a deal.
Yeah, he didn't get a deal the first
It
time.
doesn't matter.
They don't take a
Yeah, they
percentage
do.
if you don't get a deal.
Okay, he at around that time he made $190,000. After the
because of the
Shark Tank, he made $1.4 million.
No, it's got to be a time period.
yeah.
I don't think it's forever. I don't think ABC gets 6% equity of every single business that
because then
comes
you
on.
wouldn't see the people who
That
come
would
in
be
with
weird.
several $1 million worth of sale. They wouldn't risk, 5, 10.
It's got to be
percent of their company.
It's got to be almost like a licensing deal. Like for a certain amount of time, ABC takes a certain percentage off of sales.
All right. Well, I think at the moment they're taking 12, and that'll go down to 6, and then eventually 0.
Well, why don't you find out, Phil? I thought you have some contacts over at ABC. Why don't you get us the info?
You are the captain overall.
You are. I mean, steer the ship, man. Steer the ship. Okay, so let's talk about David and his. No, I don't want the captain. We'll keep this here. Here we go, Captain. So David and his Echo Valley meat. I want to think Deer Valley. What is Deer Valley? Is that like water?
It just
there's a
fits.
John Deere that's like a tractor company.
John Deere Valley.
Yeah.
You're thinking of John Deere Valley.
Is that? Oh, okay. That's the green and yellow. I love those tractors. I have a beanie.
I feel
anyway,
you, though.
The thing that stuck out to me the most about this was a couple things. Number one, that the part of the company that he was selling was the mail order company.
Right.
Which is crazy that that many people mail order their meat.
Well, it's a thing during the holidays, especially. People go after this type of thing. Like, what's the other company? Pepperidge Farms.
Yeah.
They do like the cheese balls and they do like the sausages.
Is it like a honey baked ham type situation, except they deliver?
Similar, but it's more year round than that, I would say.
Right.
And these are kind of things that pop up in the malls with the kiosks and things too during the holidays. And so yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that sketchy. What I kind of was surprised by was when he said that he gets the product up to 6-8 months, maybe even a year ahead of time, which is like, wow, I didn't think it was that.
And he also said that you couldn't tell. Like if it was 6 months or 10 months, you couldn't tell which the meat was because of the way that they package it, which is kind of fascinating. But also, did you guys catch that Mr. Mark Cuban said he used this for his Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, he said what was the dip? He said he hates this stuff.
Because it loves him. But I don't know. I feel like I would picture Mark Cuban's family one to actually cook their own food. Maybe I'm deluded in thinking that. Would you? I mean, if you guys, if you had all the money in the world, not all the money in the world, but you know what I mean? Like if you had enough money, would you mail order in your Thanksgiving dinner? There's something about it to me that's just very... Like, he has these kids, don't you think they'd all make a family dinner out of it? Or is it because he has to have 40 people over for dinner?
I mean, this could also be partly for his employees. Like, it doesn't have to be just for him. Specific, you know what I mean? Like, when you're at that level, I mean, honestly, how many Thanksgivings are you actually having? Tons.
Right. All right. I'm just saying, it made me feel a little bit like, I don't. It kind of takes the holiday. I know
you want a Charlie Brown Christmas tree type thing.
So you want to go out and like kill the deer yourself and then make it?
No, I don't want to kill Bambi.
Give her 6 to 8 months to actually do that.
I don't want to kill Bambi, but I don't know that I want my Thanksgiving dinner to show up on my doorstep in a box.
Okay, that's fair.
You know,
in a box is a little,
But let me ask you this: how did you guys think it was shady in any sort of way? Because last time was $300 for 20%, right? Now it's half of that, except it's half the business. Yeah. So it's like, everyone, as soon as they caught on, they're like, and that's why you're asking for half.
Yeah, well, I kind of think I don't know. I think it was kind of weird to split the businesses up. I mean, I get it. But what do you guys think?
I think that one was clearly working more than the other.
Yeah.
I think that whether or not, I don't see the direct correlation to you getting half the business equals me cutting the valuation in half, because it's not, half the business isn't the mail order.
Right.
It's way more than half of the revenue is coming in from the mail order.
Right.
So I don't see that direct correlation, but I feel like he was smart, and he knew that his valuation was wrong. He knew that he didn't have it together, and he knew that this part of his business is booming. So this is what he wants to do. If the other part didn't have the numbers to back it up, why would someone invest in it?
Yeah. Well, he knew. I mean, right away he answered Kevin. It cost $12 for customer acquisition, $1 to retain, making 18.3% profit.
Yeah, that's the thing. He definitely knew his stuff this time around, which was great. I mean, you don't go into if he came back into the tank and still could not answer these questions, they would have annihilated him.
You know what? And honestly, even if he knew the answers, there was a chance that he might not be able to reiterate them, that his nerves would take a hold of him, and he didn't. He was on point, ready to go. I want a freaking deal. And, he got some offers. Lori saying she wasn't a meat eater. I didn't know that she wasn't a big meat eater. I don't know if she's ever expressed that before. Came up. Maybe it's just never come up.
Yeah.
But clearly they all like this product. They all think it's good, which is again gonna probably boost his sales tomorrow or Saturday. You know what I mean? Like afterwards. Yeah. Mr. Wonderful offered him $150,000 for 20%, but he wanted to sell the Wicked Good cupcakes on his site too, which I thought was a little bit. If I was the Wicked Good Cupcakes people, I would be a little bit pissed, I think.
If I was either business, I'd be pissed. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Why? By the way, Wicked Good Cupcakes, Wicked Good Cupcakes, if nothing else, has literally gotten the most PR this season of Shark Tank.
Right, but pretty
These
much
things
what
must
he's
be
doing,
selling through
pretty
the
much
roof.
what he's doing is saying what they're doing isn't working. Yours is. I want to piggyback onto that because they haven't done it right.
Why? So that's smart.
Well, but the thing is, like, you can't. I mean, imagine going to people and saying, I have some really awesome cupcakes. They're amazing. You guys should try them. Where can we try them? EchoValleyMeats.com.
Nobody's saying go there 100%, but it's just part and part. Like
for dessert, the option is
it's cross promotional.
Ow.
I think it takes away from the branding
from both of them. Yeah,
I mean, if he would have said, and maybe it's just in his delivery, if he would have said Wicked Good Cupcakes has to be one of the desserts offered on your website, fine. But to me, it felt like, and correct me if I'm wrong from you guys, it felt like when you go to the homepage, it's going to be like, Echo Valley Meat, and then like
and the first thing you see, no, it wouldn't have been like that.
I don't know, maybe. And then Robert offers $300,000 for 35% of the whole business, which he kind of, and then Mr. Wonderful goes back down and gives pretty much the same valuation as Robert, just
17 and a half,
yeah. And Mark, offers the $150,000 for 25% of the mail order and the option to buy in with the same thing, with the same valuation, $150,000 for 25% of the other business if he sees that business is going to be lucrative too, which I thought was the most fair. Mark's usually pretty fair.
Yeah, and he doesn't do a whole lot of BSing either.
Yeah.
I find it's like, I can't help you, I'm out, or I don't like it, I'm out, or I'm in for this much. Deal or no deal.
There's every now and then there's that person, that entrepreneur that Mark just has it out for, though.
Yeah.
That either it's like they come off too cocky, or there's something that rubs Mark the wrong way that he kind of goes to town in, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
But when it happens, it's kind of amazing to watch. Okay, anything else from Echo Valley Meat before we move on?
I
wish we
curious.
get samples. I want samples.
Now that you said it, Stef Z, I kind of want some Echo Valley Meat /
Order it now.
Wicked Good Cupcakes. Order it now. Okay, I'll get on that.
And when you tell them AfterBuzz referred you.
Do you think we could get a thing? That might be a good idea. I'm curious how many people that don't get deals in the tank try to come back on. I'm gonna try and find that out.
Yeah, that's your task
for us and for everybody else out there. Because I'm curious. Because how do they? I figure probably a lot of them try to get back on. I would think.
I don't know. I feel like it's that thing where you can't just try once and come back. Something major has to change in the screening process from the last time.
Yeah, but how many people just try?
I'm sure a lot try.
Yeah.
But in order to go through the screening process, because we've seen, this isn't the first person we've seen come back on, but it's very few. But, the last one of tonight, the Naja, whatever it is, we'll get to that later. But I don't think that she's going to, go through the casting process and try and come back on again, and they're going to say yes.
I feel like in general, there just needs to be a statistics website through ABC for all of this.
Well...
imagine that, Phil.
Your wish is their command, Phil. I don't know if you guys saw it, but tonight they said that there's things that you want to know. What happens after the tank? Beyond the Tank was their first premiere for Beyond the Tank, a new spin-off of Shark Tank, which I feel like they'll show a lot of both sides of that.
But at the same time, I just want like in sports, I just want to know the wins, the losses column. Like I want to see that. Like not a show.
You want baseball cards for Shark Tank.
Yes,
I do too.
That's just what I want.
Yeah,
and just in a website.
There has to be. I'm sure we can Google Shark Tank statistics.
I've tried.
Nothing.
Fans, this is your homework. If you can, please find me any website that shows any attempt at statistics beyond just this person asked for this much. Okay. I would love this. I've tried. I have tried
and you'll
so
get a
hard.
special shout out.
You will get a
You'll
special.
Be the winner.
You know what? I'm going to make this commitment. If
I will come to your house.
I will order
if
you
you're
some
in the
Echo
LA
Valley
area.
Meat. I will order you Echo Valley Meat.
There you go. That's a good prize.
I will do it if you create a website with the statistics.
There you go.
All right. All right. All right. Well, moving on. Next into the tank, we had Amazing Lights.
Mark Donica, turn off the lights so we can dance.
Oh my God.
And rave. Get me some music, baby. EDM, get me something.
The podcast listeners are loving this right now.
It's amazing, dude.
So what do you guys think about this? Phil, what do you think about this?
Glowing is a sport? I mean, hey, honestly, I know, I have no doubt that this is an actual thing. I have no doubt this will be the next big thing. The fact that it is a thing, what?
It's shocking.
Amazing.
It's truly shocking. I went on to Twitter at like Camshaft, hashtag ABTV Shark Tank, and I look at the businesses every week. This Amazing Lights, look at Phil, 20.8 thousand followers. Normally I go on here and there's a couple hundred because these are growing businesses. They have, like, this is a thing? I'm so shocked.
Okay, am I the only one on the panel that's actually ever been to a proper rave?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. But
Okay, well, have you been?
Still. No, not in the classical sense.
I don't
Steffi.
think you understand the glow sticks. I don't
No,
like
okay,
but that's
glow
where it
sticks
starts.
I understand.
Right, but this is glow sticks on crack. This is you have your own glow sticks that you can program the color to your own little dance, and you can be the cool one. It's like, oh, one of my hands do this. It's gonna be red, then blue, then green. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God! It's the coolest thing ever.
Why though? Because
I wouldn't buy it and do it now because I'm older, and I don't.
Why can't you rave now?
I can rave with the best of them. Give me my Jinko jeans. Remember those pants? You guys remember those? Those like big freaking pants. Oh, yeah, it was really fun.
Rewatch this pitch though, and look how ridiculous it looks. I'm
no,
not a fan.
It doesn't.
It's a guy.
No.
I mean, it's this black void, and there's like a set of hands just moving. There's
Right, but
nothing...
what you can do with your finger, it's so cool.
What does that mean?
We need to get these for strip clubs. I'm not even joking.
Now it just got weird.
No, it's not dark in strip clubs. Not that I've
not dark in
been, but
strip
in the
clubs.
movies, it's dark, like things with glow. Is it that dark? I don't know.
It's dark to make the girls look hotter. Yes.
Now, if you get this, cupcakes, and some Echo Valley meat on the same website, I'm in. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
Glow cupcakes. Dude, I think this is the best idea ever. This guy is so brilliant. Not only did he create a more customized glow stick, he then created a freaking sport around it so people would have to buy his customized glow stick glove to gloving.
I will give him a lot of credit. He was asking for $650 for 5%, but as he eventually said, like, hey, just honestly, what do you guys feel comfortable with, and we can work off of that.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
He was smart. He went to Stanford. He was a smart guy. No questions
Two people went to Stanford this week.
I can't believe you guys can't.
I didn't go to Stanford.
Not even that. I can't believe you can't connect.
No, I can get behind it. I just didn't do it.
I
can't do it.
No, I'm not saying you needed to do it. I'm just saying, even not doing it, the phenomenon of what these kids are doing in these dance parties and how.
What was my opening statement? I said this is a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Don't
crazy.
deny my.
These are going to be all over Coachella.
I can acknowledge that. I'm
going to get some for Coachella.
I don't get it. I think that
we need
silly.
to give this to the top DJs in the world. And when people hit Club Access in Vegas, like, people need to have these when they're walking in.
I don't think you could pay the top DJ. You know how much DJs get made? DJs make bank.
If you saw He's Untold
gloves.
with Maria Menounos, I know how much they make. They did a whole segment on how much they make. Like, the top DJs made more than Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, and all these people in 1 year.
Yeah, Diplo, and who's the top one? Calvin Harris.
Yeah, Calvin Harris.
Seriously.
Like 52, was it? Something like that, $1 million a year. Ridiculous.
I gotta get into
And he
DJing.
goes up there and
My
goes,
God,
"Wee,
are you
wee, wee,
serious?
wee." No, he does a lot more than that. It's time. I understand there's a whole science.
So
but
you're
yes,
saying all I gotta
doesn't-
do is put on some gloves and lights on the end, and I could be making $52 million a year?
I mean, that's not there is a science to the beats per minute and how you cycle through going
That's
fast
crazy,
and
though.
slow. Like there is a legitimate science, which is fascinating.
That's insane.
You know what's fascinating? We are on such a tangent, but I'll bring
no,
it
but we're
back around.
explaining the culture of all of this in order
Yeah,
for
but
it
you
to
know
work.
what's so
Completely
fascinating
on
to
top.
me?
Because
is
Kevin
that-
O'Leary wouldn't understand none of this.
You know what's so fascinating to me is that these DJs can use other people's music and they don't get paid for it, do they?
No.
Well, can you use? It has to be 15 seconds or less. Yeah.
Crazy.
And if they repeat it, I think that still counts as the 15 seconds.
Does it? I don't know.
I'm
not a DJ.
It's fascinating though. I mean, it's a world that I'm completely unplugged in.
It's just getting bigger and bigger because like we have Coachella Music Festival out in the desert, and I've gone every single year. I used to work at it, so you see the transition of more and more DJs. Like the DJs used to just be in the tents.
Yeah.
Now the DJs are on the main stage. There's more. It's what the phenomenon was years ago with the raves and the underground music.
Sure.
It's come back twofold.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So
We should try it out, Phil. Let's do a thing.
And
We'll do,
okay, so Japan and Australia was like, one of the bigger markets.
yeah. He wanted $650,000 for 5%, which gives his company $13 million valuation. And you know what I really liked? I liked that his company, he gave $13 million valuation, but he did $5.5 million in sales this year, and then he also had the iHeart Raves, which made a total of $8 million. So it's not like we'll see someone later in the company say that their company's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I made $5 this year, but you know what? I'm
Next year,
projected
I'm
to
gonna
make
make
$26
$2
million next year, so stay tuned.
Crazy. Yeah, that's just horseshit. Okay, so they sell for $20 to $120, which again is fascinating. It's the more you can program, the more expensive it is.
I think that honestly is the key to the success of the business, is having those two options, because not everybody who is into this scene can actually afford the $120 pair, but they can still be a part of it for $20. I think that's great.
Right. And
I think it's perfect.
The crazy thing about that is the $20 pair costs $10 to make, and the $120 pair costs $17 to make.
Yeah, it's a good margin.
So they kind of figured it out, and it is. I believe Damon said it. It's totally how breakdancing started. It's like the revelation of something new. Could you imagine back in the day of all those breakdance? I don't know if I'm dating myself again, but all the breaking guys had these. That'd be sick. Anyway, so, and I'm sorry, this might have been my favorite moment of Shark Tank ever, when Mr. Wonderful said, I will give you $650,000 for 3% equity. And he said, no, I'm not interested in someone who doesn't want to be a partner with me. I don't want a loan.
Yeah.
He straight off the bat, right away, said no. I don't know that I've ever seen it like that.
No, not that quickly, and especially for that low equity.
Well, that's, I mean, but that's a loan, essentially.
It is a loan. So that's definitely the downside, but still shocking.
Very shocking. Damon's offer was a little bit interesting to me at first.
Yeah.
He only wanted, he would have given the $650,000, and he wanted 20% only of the licensing deals that he brought in.
Which, by the way, I don't know that this would be that successful in the licensing department.
Well, why not? He wanted to bring it to Party City and all these other places.
Yeah, but not only that, when you're at Coachella, you got Coca-Cola written on the gloves, and you give them out.
Like, you don't see. That was my.
Make it glow.
No, but
Coca-Cola's now glowing.
Either glows or you'll see.
If it glows, yes, but if it doesn't,
know. A lot of them were white. When you get the package, you see.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, in pictures you see.
Either way, an interesting offer. 20% for the licensing that he brought in. Yeah, and that was it.
Which I really liked, though, because he was confident that he was going to bring this business, and he only wanted a portion of the business that he brought in. Which is kind of cool. Lori and Robert offer $1 million for 8%.
And then eventually 5%.
Knock it down to 5%, which is a full $400K past what he was asking when he came in. It's insane.
Crazy. And then
it's insane.
Mark offers $650,000 for 5%. And he, it's really something when all the sharks like something. I think that's the most fun. It's definitely fun to see some people get ripped apart too, but it's definitely fun when they all want it because they get creative.
And what I liked about, Lori and Rob's deal was very fair.
Right.
But what I also liked about Damon and Mark's deal, it was exactly what he asked for, and then the 20% on top of that is like, okay, they got to earn their business. So even though you're not giving up any equity, you're just giving up percentage. But hey, if he doesn't bring in anything, then he gets nothing. So who cares?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have 80% of $1 million than 100% of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
True that, Stef Z.
So, Stef Z.
I did like how Rob and Lori fought back. They're like, hey, we're not just squares.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love when that crosstalk happens. It's like, hey, we don't want to be rich. What are you talking about? I love it.
And it's funny because they went back and they actually offered him more money than what he was asking for, a better valuation.
Yeah.
And he said no, he'd rather go with Mark and Damon. He had a little bit of hesitation.
I think he just didn't know how to say no to Rob and Lori.
Yeah, I felt like he didn't want to be rude.
Because he addressed Mark from the get-go.
I was so confused whenever he got to the stage of like accepting an offer. I was like, so is he going with Robert and Lori? Is he going with Damon and Mark? Because he was like, Robert, Lori, I just think
He
I would
tried to do
work
the Mr.
really,
Trump thing.
really well with you guys.
No, but he
Damon, Mark, I would work really well with you guys. So
Rob, Lori,
I'll work with you.
You're fired.
Yeah, it's like, wait a second, what? He
Yeah.
had me hanging on. I loved every moment of it.
Here's what I see.
Tell us, Phil.
Dancing with the Stars, Monday night.
Here we go.
Rob and his partner, glow sticks.
If he would have gotten
he
the
did
deal,
that-
100,000%.
Why can't we
yeah.
support our friends?
There's no way he'll do it
Why not?
because he wanted the deal
No.
and he's pissed.
Yeah.
Come on, he can't do it.
No way.
If anything, the competition will be wearing them.
No, come on.
You know what else I saw though?
No, because here's the thing, right? So Mark, Rob's number one goal has to be
Who's Rob? Robert.
Robert. Okay, but it's short for Rob.
Well,
It's
thank
short
God
for
Day
Robert.
got the deal, am I right?
Okay.
I'm just saying we
Day&M.
never call him that. It's a
Okay,
little-
it's in my notes. It says Rob. Okay.
Okay.
Robert.
Should
Listen, Steph, if Rob and Laura Bear got the deal, it would be a
If
disaster.
Arnell, well Arnell,
If Arnell had gotten the
Robin
deal,
Lowe.
absolutely. But
Lolo's gonna sell it on
wants
QVC.
to definitely go further than MC, right? Because MC was also on DWTS, which is also on ABC, and so therefore. RH definitely wants to do better than MC, and so how cool would it be to go a week past MC by using MC's own product on DWTS?
I follow you.
Only on ABC.
Monday nights. I don't think it's gonna happen. I liked your little sequence there. I could
Okay.
follow you. You know your sequence of acronyms, but. Pretty much what Phil just said is that he wants Robert to give the ultimate screw you back to Mark by wearing his gloves and getting a week further than Mark on Dancing with the Stars.
Correct.
But I don't think it's going to happen.
Nah, it will definitely not happen.
Nope, sure won't. Anything else on the...
Robert
here
will
we
use
go.
his little skateboard paddle surfboard thing. Though.
Yes.
He'll incorporate
All
that
the way
to the
out
dance.
to the dance floor.
Nope.
Yeah.
Sure not going to happen.
Oh, yeah. He'll skate it out to the
I'm
dance
done.
floor.
All these
done.
notes, you take them because
I'll
I was
take
going to
'em.
throw them away.
I'll take 'em.
I'm done.
You really think he's going to do that?
I think, why can't Robert have fun on Dancing with the Stars?
I think he can have
it'd
a
be
ton of
great,
fun.
but he's not going to do it.
Thank you.
All right, fine. Moving on.
It's like, is
Number
it
3.
great idea?
All right, Aquavolt, 75,000 for 12%. Amazing. Yes.
Stupid. Sorry.
I actually like this.
What? Come on.
What?
Phil,
Get out of
It's
here.
with the backpacks again. You're going to put this in your backpack with all the compartments,
Oh,
aren't you?
because I
Gotta
really want
lock
to
it.
shove keys in my Speedo,
God.
maybe. Or
You
like,
wanna hear the
what am I
craziest
supposed to
thing?
put?
When-
Or my other bathing suit? Like, what
Get
kind of...
out of here with this.
What kind of pockets do I need on my bathing suit to
I
possibly have my
actually think-
keys and my cell phone in there?
I kind of, I don't even want to say
Don't
it.
even say it.
I
Steph.
kind of agree with Phil.
No!
I could see at a resort. I could totally see this at a resort. All the chairs on the back have him on.
You just take the chair. You just take the chair with the vault on it.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna look suspicious. You're walking out of those swimming areas.
If
Just got my
you
chair. Going
aren't
back
paying
to my
attention
room.
enough to see somebody take your wallet from below your towel, you think you're gonna see him take your chair? Everybody has chairs at the beach. They'll just take the chair. They'll take the chair. They'll take the cooler.
I'm talking about resorts.
I'll take the resort chair.
I will literally, if I go to the beach, I will take
And now get some
a
Echo
500-pound ball, and I'll put it on the ground and it's got a stick, and that's where my little aqua vault goes on. So good luck taking that.
You're gonna carry a 500-pound ball to
Yes.
the beach. I want to see that.
I will roll it.
you
That's
gonna-
why it's a ball.
You gonna carry it with your glow gloves?
Yes.
And he's gonna take it on the Dancing with the
Because
Stars
the glow
stage.
gloves
Yeah.
remind me of I think it's Men in Black 1, where it's like a molecule shifter, so therefore I don't have to lift the 500 pounds. I just move
Ah,
it.
yes, I remember that.
I understand.
That wasn't part of the
So they
pitch, but
stole
it's true.
the idea.
Yeah.
I see.
I don't see this as much at the beach as I see it as hotels, resorts.
God, I don't see it at hotels
I
at
could
all.
see it at water parks.
But water parks kind of have lockers.
See,
Yeah.
I think that this. I don't think that this is a problem that needs to be fixed.
I think
honestly.
it's a huge problem.
I don't think it is.
What?
Maybe I'm just disconnected.
I
Do you
always
go to the beach?
look at this.
Do you like
I
the
do.
water?
You have
your phone
Are you
right here.
scared to swim?
I'm
You swim with this
terrified.
phone. Do you ever bring your phone with you?
I don't, but I just put it under the thing and it's fine.
Okay, great.
Under
Next
what
time,
thing? Under your blanket?
Under the item. That's
next time
it's fine.
Cameron Instagrams out, the only camshaft, Instagrams out a photo that he's at the beach.
Go steal his
Go
phone.
steal everything.
Because it's just right there. I'm sure he'll probably put his location on his photos as well.
Okay. Oh, he
Come steal
does.
my
Hey,
stuff.
I'll give you the beach, but I will not concede the hotels. I don't think anybody would pay a certain. Now, if they didn't have to pay extra to hotels, I don't know what all this crap about paying $5-10 to use this thing was. Nobody's gonna do that.
I know so many people.
So many people
Nobody's
will.
gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in LA and New York, but like nobody
You ever
in
been
the
to a
middle
ski
of
resort?
You ever been to Hawaii?
Yes,
ever
yes,
been-
all these things.
You know how people get upsold on the dumbest stuff. Hey, you want a hanky for your ski trip? Here's a hanky, $3.
I don't.
Cool.
I don't.
I
know.
think it has legs. I think it's gonna happen. I think
don't
you're
know.
gonna. The next time you're on vacation,
I'm gonna see one of these.
yeah, and you're gonna freak out.
I'll take a picture of it at the beach and then let somebody steal it.
Why don't you just tweet out your code with it, with your picture?
I will.
Yeah.
So Robert offers him 75%. I mean, $75,000 for 25%, and kind of wants an answer right away, and he's not
Quickly, yeah.
getting one. Then
old
Damon
Rob.
chimes in and asks about HSN, that it's been on the Home Shop or QVC. Which one was it on?
It was on
It was on
HSN.
HSN.
Ordered for $800, only sold $250.
Ordered for
$850.
$850, only sold $200.
That's it.
And I believe, which was interesting that they didn't say that in the beginning. And then when Damon asked Lori was like, they know that that's not good. So then Robert was like, yeah, all right, you're taking too long. Pretty much I'm out.
Well, I don't think it's that they were taking too long. It's that the information that he was eventually getting was like,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, there was
the
more
longer
problem.
he heard, he's like,
Yeah.
buyer's remorse. Gone.
Totally.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
like
But
when
I
you pay-
did like their, because Rob asked them, have you thought about giving it to hotels? And then they would have to eat up a lot of the cost. But the greater answer was hotels didn't want to open up their books to them. So that's a good, as a thing to come back with towards the Sharks.
I thought
it's
that
like,
was a
okay,
good answer.
Let me ask you
good
this.
answer.
Why can't you just leave the stuff in your hotel room?
You're going to leave your phone in the hotel room.
Absolutely. I'm on vacation. I'm pulled off of
No
the grid.
way.
I don't want that. I don't want people calling
All right.
me.
Well, you know what? Why don't
You're
you
the
put-
1%.
How about this? You're the 1% of
That's
people
the first time in my life ever.
that doesn't get a key card, right?
doesn't get a key card.
No, how about this? How about you have a key card, right? But you didn't bring
Key
your
card.
wallet,
Yeah.
so you don't have your ID. You just lost your key card. You go to the front desk. They're like, can we see some ID? You're like, it's in my room.
thumbprint? That's how we solve the problem.
Good luck.
Right, everyone wants that technology.
And the hostel you're staying at, because you can't afford the rich man's. Yeah, they clearly have this technology.
They don't have thumbprints, they got mugshots.
There you go.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
So pretty much, Damon is the only one that actually offers him another deal.
Yeah.
And it's $75,000 for 25%. Pretty much what I want, a yes or no. Mark kind of starts to talk, and he's like, "Oh, Mark always does this.
Yeah.
Do you yes or no?" And it was like the Three Musketeers up there. They were like,
I thought
okay,
the Three
yes.
Stooges, but I mean, great product, but Three Stooges.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you Three Stooges.
I'm gonna go with bad product and the Three Stooges. Back to you.
I really think this is a good product.
I really want to see an update on this one in the next couple months because
Beyond
I
the
want
Tank, baby.
Yeah.
I want to see this one featured on Beyond the Tank so I can.
I can't wait
you
till
guys
I go,
on.
because I love like Cameron sent us pictures when he was out and saw the Maine lobster.
Legitimately, I went. There was like a day period where I saw like 7 businesses in LA that were on Shark Tank. It was amazing.
Do you know that they're opening an actual store, the Maine lobster store on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood?
That's awesome. I saw a Hammer and Nail on Melrose as well. Crazy.
I actually have a call tomorrow with Damon about licensing it out for AfterBuzz hosts.
No, you don't.
What?
This, you know,
the lock thing?
Yeah, so the
lock them to
AfterBuzz
the back
hosts,
of the chairs.
Yeah, when hosts come, they get to use it.
And then somebody steals a chair.
Good.
Good. We need new chairs.
Good. We need new non-sinkers. All right. Anything else
my God.
about this Aqua Vault? I think it's kind of a dumb name. I'll give you that. It's kind of a dumb name.
That's all you can give me.
I think it's good. When I go down to the pool, when I'm on vacation at a resort, I go down to the pool. I got my phone. I got my sunglasses. I got my wallet. I got a magazine. Put all that stuff in there and go swimming. Roll it.
Here's the thing. If I don't have it,
I got my beach towel. Put it in there.
Wow, imagine this camshaft, right? Just to conclude this before we move on to the dumbest, the greatest, dumbest product I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
I'll explain that in a minute. However, the camshaft doesn't have to worry about these things, Stef Z, but we've known Camshaft for a while now, and he of course hangs out with the most beautiful models in the world, travels in airplanes, helicopters, of course.
The Camshaft does?
Camshaft.
Oh, okay.
So Camshaft is at the most expensive place, Hawaii, whatever, Bora Bora. Bora Bora is nice, so we'll say Bora Bora.
Yeah.
So now you're at Bora Bora. However, the models that you are with, they've brought all their stuff.
Sure.
And they're like, a Camshaft? We don't want to get that thing stolen. Mm-hmm. And you're like, no, baby, don't worry about it.
This is actually way worse than this last product that we're going to talk about this story.
Leave it on the private jet.
Oh, okay.
Answer. There it is.
Wow, that must have been the anyway, I got no words. So let's move on to Catalina. Catalina's looking better and better after this story.
Oh wait, is that why it's called Nina?
Naja. Nina.
Where you get Nina from?
Where is Nina?
Naja. Nanya?
Naja.
Why is it called Naja?
Where are you getting
it
the
makes
N
you
in
nauseous. Naja.
Okay, but is it like
because you're Naja gonna buy it?
Knitted as, like, you know what I mean?
It's a terrible name.
Like, okay,
it has
Damon
no
had
purpose.
FUBU, for us, by us, right? This should be like lingerie by women, for women. Anything. Anything. It doesn't matter to me. Just
LBWFW? Le Bouffe.
It's French.
Come on now, Le Bouffe.
Whatever. Anything.
You can knock your Le Bouffe in your Aqua Vault.
Like, what is Ninja?
You
Ninja tell me.
To.
This tells me nothing.
Oh my God,
it's
dude.
a terrible all around.
It was terrible. You know what? Honestly, okay.
I like the product.
Time out. Yes, I was gonna say that. Catalina comes out. She has a product that is a good product. And I've got to say, being the only, maybe not with this panel, the only one that's...
compliment Cameron on his nanyas. When he came in today. I did.
Cameron, what did your nanya say?
He asked me if I was wearing Le Bouffe.
What was your Le Bouffe message of the day?
Le Bouffe.
Never stop trying, because what's in these pants could have given something else.
Wow, this is a family show.
I love it.
Anyway, back to the story. I feel like this is a very good product. It has a very good story. They teach single mothers to sew, giving them jobs. The thought behind this is very good. Underwear for Hope almost made me laugh out loud at the television when she said that. There was a bad name, a bad slogan. The lingerie was nice. The bras were nice. It's hard sometimes to find a good bra. I mean,
I believe you.
And they're expensive. So to have this kind of new, I mean, there's really only a couple competitors. I can only think of one.
I mean, there's Victoria's Secret that I know of, and Fredericks of Hollywood, and then everything else I don't know.
But it's like Fredericks of Hollywood is more lingerie. You know, it's more.
And it's for men. I get
almost.
it. Like she was saying, it's for men.
Right. But I don't think Victoria's Secret is 100% for men.
The Victoria's Secret fashion show certainly is.
Right, but there's stuff in there. They have all a different. Being in the store, it doesn't feel like that.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
You know, I don't mind shopping
I never
in there.
go because I'd be like, yeah, I can't be in here. I feel
You might
dirty.
break out in hives.
I feel dirty.
Why? Because you would want to try it on.
I feel like a perv.
Really?
Yeah, I can't shop for women's underwear. Are you crazy?
Like you can never buy someone you were dating like some.
Le Bouffe?
No, I'd have my butler do it. Or Cam's butler. I call it
That's
Cam.
right, yeah.
Let me.
Like,
He's on the
Karen,
plane. Sorry, he can't
go
feel.
get
He's
my
on the plane
wallet.
watching my stuff.
Go get.
I'm at the beach. Can't take him away.
There you go. See.
You guys are crazy. Okay, so my problem with this woman, number one, she was just freaking like
my
you wanted to
God.
smack her
Should she have no? Like honest
right
question.
away. Smack her.
Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
No,
that.
ask it.
No, it's a dumb question.
No, I want to know.
Should she have done this in her underwear?
Oh my God.
No, what I liked was she was handing out, I wondered how it was going to be done in the sense of she was handing out samples, and she was like, I've customized these for everyone. I was like, what?
Yeah.
How is this going to work for the
I
man?
don't know that underwear pitch would have gone over any better. Like you guys said, I think the product was.
I think that would have took
nice.
away from the point.
Yes, I agree.
I think the product and the
that's why I
intention
stopped
behind it.
myself.
No, it's okay. It was fair. I mean, some people would. I'm sure someone has tried to come out in a bikini on Shark Tank.
Haven't they?
Yeah,
have.
I'm pretty sure they
Yeah,
have.
Yeah.
What show is Bikini Girl from? What show is that? The girl that came out in her bikini on like.
I don't know.
I don't even. Le Bouffe.
And
She's got 72%
margin.
margin.
I
Here's the
think.
thing. It should start off strong.
No, yeah, that's strong, but it's a good product, and that was great. But she kind
It's
of
her.
attacked
Nobody.
them.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. She thinks she knows what she's talking about. The people that work for her are probably pissed. I
Yeah.
mean, would you want to buy? It's like I wanted to buy the product until she opened her mouth.
Right.
And that's kind of what Damon said. He's like, it's really hard because the design is actually good. The message, the design, what it stood for, it's actually printed on the inside so the woman feels nice putting it on. There's a lot that was good about this product.
And I understand.
She sucked.
I understand, like, the pressure's on when you're in the tank. And it can be hard. Not from personal experience, but it can be hard when they're asking the questions and berating you in a way about your labouffas. And it's like, that's difficult. But you have to be able to handle it in a way that does not come off so poorly.
But here's the thing. It's not even that. She was unwilling to budge from her valuation. And she said, it is what the market dictates. That could be true, but one person is not the market.
Do you think she's one of those people that actually really didn't want a deal and just wanted some free press? Do you think that
I really hope
so.
not.
I think she
well,
was.
do you think the Silicon Valley people that she got investment from, these angels that are, I thought
It's
were
just
smarter.
one guy.
Yeah. One guy. I really, really thought I'm a terrible I don't know that I can say it out loud. I might. I'm a terrible person. But I really, really thought that one of the sharks were going to be like, so while you convinced this one person to go out to dinner, what did you do after dinner?
Yeah.
Like
That sounded like a Kevin thing.
Yeah,
That definitely
I
sounded
was
like a Kevin
waiting
thing.
for one of them to say that because not because I think that that's cool, not because I think that women have to sleep their way to the top.
No.
But what I'm saying is she almost warranted it by her attitude towards everybody. I think
In a way, yeah.
I know, everyone for the most part was out, right? And I like what Lori said, and I'll speak to that in a minute. And obviously that left Damon in this position. And he said, listen, I love a strong woman,
Yes.
but no matter what, even if it was a man and they were saying the same things, just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all around just not a good way to go.
Well, because there's a very big difference between somebody being strong and confident and direct and someone just being bitchy.
Well,
Yeah,
his number one
exactly.
thing. Why you keep telling us what we should think? Because the Mark's number one thing was that if and I get his point. If this is supposed to create such a intimate relationship, pardon the pun, between the female and the underwear with the message and whatever else, then you're supposed to, especially starting off, have a higher retention.
Yeah. What was
Right?
it? Something like
14%.
Yeah.
That's very low.
It's very low, and it makes me think that women are like, I want to be part of this, so I want to get one. and then that's enough so that they can have their peace and feel like they did good in helping support single mothers and helping support this mission. But I don't want to keep paying $60 and I don't want to whatever. I feel like that might be some of the reasoning.
That makes sense.
It could be, but here's the thing. I mean, even if she was, you got to have solutions for things like that. So it's like, okay, right now it's 14%, but we're reaching out to all our customers and we're trying to figure out, okay, why is it that they're not buying? If they are buying,
she wasn't solution oriented at all. That's her problem.
No, I mean, she came into it. It's like, why are you here?
She
why
was
are you
too
even here?
good for
Because
the
you
Sharks.
know, you think you know everything, and even if you do know everything, that's great. Why are you here? Either way, why are you here?
In South Park, right, they did an amazing parody of startups, and they kind of had 4 rules. And I feel like Silicon Valley people are just like this, and I'll kind of go into that. But it's start up, literally, cash in, sell out, bro out. And in this sense, like she wants to literally in the span of 2 years make this into a multi-million-dollar company. And as Robert says, like, Oracle didn't do that, Microsoft didn't do that. So how are you all of a sudden just gonna boom do that? And the number one thing that I absolutely cannot stand. So she has all these it's women learning how to knit and things like that. And it started off really strong, but then the through line of that story and that message wasn't there. She just seemed like a person, again, the Silicon Valley to me is just money moving around. And, people invest in, let's say, hundreds of companies. So to the point that all they need is 3 to really hit.
Yeah.
And then, whatever, the rest of them, they can go out of business. And so, that's why a lot of times people will be like, well, why can't I get a hold of my partners or whatever? Well, it's because you bring nothing to the table. And if you do happen to get lucky, you might get some attention from your VC. But for the most part, you're not, because they care about their 3 businesses that have a higher percentage of actually being successful. And that's all they really care about, because that's what's going to make them money. Boom! Silicon Valley explained.
Oh!
Yeah, pretty much in a nutshell. I'd have to say that you've kind of... It's almost like playing roulette and almost putting money on 20 of the numbers.
I just see so much money
like
going
one's
this
gonna
way
hit
and that
and you're
way.
going to get the payout, so it's going to kind of even out everything else with a little bit more, and then you get the file as loss for the other stuff, and you make out on top.
At the end, you end up with a couple of buffas,
Right.
and hopefully it works out for you.
Yeah, LaBouffa. So, anyway, you slice it. Everyone was pretty much out. Mr. Wonderful offered
Everybody.
maybe 50-50, and she was like, oh, hell no, pretty much is what she said.
And then we got a...
Absolutely
"You're
not.
dead for
Not
me.
happening. Not
You're
happening.
dead
Yeah.
for me. Or you're dead to
Man,
me.
she was tough.
I like how he put it. Leave it to O'Leary, though, to be like, you should have written on these underwear, you're dead to me.
That was kind of amazing. All right, anything else before we move on from LaBouffa, otherwise known as Nanja?
Nanya.
She had
Nanya.
great margin, 72% margin.
She's doing something wrong. She already got $850,000, but she hadn't told us what she did with, and she needs $500,000 more.
Where did that
she
money
needs
go?
$500,000 more, so that she's getting over $1 million to start her company that sold $125,000 or whatever.
It's insane.
It was, and she thinks that next year she's going to do $12 million in sales. She is Class A deluded.
Boom.
Boom. Moving on to Pip
Turn up.
Snacks.
Pip
I don't know. I
Snacks.
feel like Cameron feels very strongly about the Pip Snacks.
Well, here's the thing.
If you know, by the way, just a little Shark Tank history. If you know, Cameron loves him some good popcorn. There's a
love
great photo of Cameron right before last week's show, just chowing down. So if
Going
you don't
at
know, go on AfterBuzz TV's Instagram and find that
It's
photo
on there.
from March
a
5th?
date in March.
5th, 6th, 7th, something like that.
It would be the 8th last Sunday.
8th from
Almost
March
had
8th.
it, Phil. Yeah, this, I don't know. It's probably out of jealousy, I think, because what is it? Pipcorn.
Pip Snacks.
Pip Snacks.
Pip Snacks. It seems to me like what's left over in the bowl after you've eaten most of the kernels. It's like the little bits. That's what this.
But those are like
seems
little bit. They're not fully popped. Whereas this, if it's like fully
The
popped,
not
but it's
fully
like-
popped are the best bits about the cone.
I don't like those.
Not there's a science. It's if it's like the 75% popped, but a little bit of kernel. Oh, perfect.
Oh, it's good. See, but that's the thing. When it comes to this type of thing, artisanal food or whatever you want to call it, why can't we just stick to the classics? Why can't we just stick to popcorn and everybody be okay with it?
You know how many different kinds of popcorn there are on the market?
But here's the thing. Do you guys understand where this came from? The kernels getting stuck in people's teeth and various things like that. Some people couldn't eat the big popcorn, so they created this.
Boo! Gluten-free who? Nobody.
I'm just saying that's how it came about.
Out of your teeth.
They went from 200,000 to 1.1.
God, kids these days.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Put the corn in your AquaVault. Keep it dry. You don't want soggy corn.
But they're miraculous sales in 4 months' time. They went up to what, 1.2 million?
1.1.
From 200,000 to 1.1, and they were actually this season.
Earlier this season.
Yeah, they got like $200,000 for 10% with Barbara. But they also went into a backorder situation. I feel like this is the second or third time we've heard the backorder situation.
And I like when they share that information.
Which, again, they'll share more of that information on Beyond the Tank.
Stay tuned. Check your local listings.
And I
we have to cover Beyond the Tank.
Oh, yeah.
I like how they fixed it where, the people who waited the longest got 50% off of the next order.
You have to do stuff like that.
I get it.
And it's smart to do. Well, they got 50% off that order. They got free shipping on the next order.
Yeah.
So you have to give them the discount, but entice them to buy again so you can make your margin up.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
knowledge from Stef Z is throwing it down there.
I think that about wraps it up. Is there anything else that the captain wants to talk about before we wrap up our show for this week?
I'm gonna yawn and we're gonna take it out of here.
All right. Well, good with the yawn.
We're good to go.
All right.
Cut to black.
Well, Cameron, where can the people find you?
Oh, you can find me Instagram, Twitter, at the only Cam Chef, Phil Svitek.
You can check out my new company that I'm starting tomorrow called Le Bouffe. I'm gonna start up, cash in, sell out, and bro out.
It's gonna be the booth with the AquaVault.
Of course.
It's gonna be Love AquaVault.
Gotta put a little AquaVault.
And you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Stef Z.
I
see you next time.
Much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.